morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, April the 9th. It's good to have you with us. I'm coming to you from my home in northern Boone County as we continue to shelter in place. And Barbara Buffaloe is on the phone at her home somewhere in Columbia.
Hey, that's true, Paul. Hi, Paul. It's funny because sheltering in place to do a phone call like this, I'm actually laying on my 9-year-old bed because it's very soft. I'll send everyone a picture.
All right, my question is for you, since I can't see you, do you still have that purple stripe in your hair?
You know, it's faded to a blue, and unfortunately, I can't go anywhere to get it fixed. I'm going to go through like a crisis of self.
Enough with this nonsense, okay? Let's talk about conserving during this pandemic that we're in right now, and that's important, isn't it?
Yeah. So, you know, it's funny. You know, my staff, what we do a lot of the times is we're out in the public, we're in the schools, we're talking about ways for people to practice good home energy conservation and water conservation and how to recycle. And I think this is the same message that I provide whether or not you're sheltering in place or whether or not you're in your business or your school. You know, there are opportunities that you can do to save energy and to reduce your waste and really just help out the planet and also be helping out your community and those who are essential service employees who are working hard and staying healthy and safe to provide those services.
Exactly. And, you know, we need to be very appreciative of these people who are out working and keeping our electricity on, keeping our water flowing,
right,
and picking up our refuge and stocking the shelves in the grocery store. We take a lot of that for granted. And now is the time to sit back and reflect on that and realize that there are people working behind the scenes to keep our lives as steady as possible, and we need to try to help them.
Right, exactly. You know, and that's one of the things that the shelter-in-place orders are really helping us do is both reflect and respect on the essential services that the City of Columbia provides and our Boone County partners. And then also, you know, remembering that together we slow the spread and protect our community by doing these things and also improve, you know, outside of our community by doing this. So some of the things that I've been getting questions on that I thought might be useful to share with our friends listening in is, you know, we've seen a lot of things about what to do with. And this, do you mind if I talk about toilet paper?
No.
Okay, so things I never thought I'd talk about on my job as much as I do. But yeah, so toilet paper is really the only thing that should be flushed down the toilet, you know, besides the stuff like that normally goes down a toilet. So things like paper towels and wipes, even those ones labeled flushable, and napkins should never be placed in the toilet. What happens is that all of that is going to the wastewater treatment plant, and that takes energy and that takes time and people, because what they have to do is clean that stuff out of the pipes before the water gets treated. So really reducing how much is going there is helping us. Normally it's like, you know, once a month that we have to clean out those pumps, and they're having to go much more frequently to clean those out during this time.
And, you know, Barb, the other thing is by flushing paper towels or napkins down, you also have the probability that you're going to clog up your own pipes, and then you're going to have to call somebody in to clean it up.
Correct. And since a lot of places are, you know, they're not doing as many house calls, they're trying to protect their own health and safety, you know, we definitely want to make sure that we're trying to help that system out, both from our public system as well as our private businesses. And,
right.
And to remind people on that thing, too, the other thing I think about is that all of that stuff that does get flushed and goes to our wastewater treatment plant, you know, basically gets kind of scooped out, and then it goes to the landfill anyway. So, you know, just save a truck ride and just make sure, like, if you're, you know, blowing your nose in the bathroom, put it into the trash can rather than into the toilet. And just practicing those sorts of behaviors will really help us out.
What else do we need to think about?
So, you know, I know often right now people are worrying about their utility bills, right? So One of the biggest things that we spend our utility bills on is our energy used in our home. So ways that you can help save energy in your home, we have our ColumbiaPowerPartners.com website, which has some energy efficiency tips. So simple things like turning off lights when you're not in the room. Excuse me, you can even turn down the brightness on your TV or computer monitor, which will help save energy. Turning them off when you're not using them.
Turning down the brightness on your TV monitor will save energy?
Yeah, so that's part of it, right? Because that's energy used to make it brighter. And so if it's at night and you have a lot of darkness around you, you can turn that down so you can still see. Just small simple tips. And I know it doesn't seem like it's going to be a lot, but every little bit really will count. And so, the days are getting nicer outside. So, how we're using our heating and cooling systems will affect how we're able to help save energy at home. One other thing that I wanted to raise awareness on is that we were given permission to waive the online fee with paying for your utility bills via a credit card, so that you can now pay your utility bills online or via the phone and not get processed that credit card fee. And so that helps you on two fronts. Well, it's saving it's saving money for you. The other thing is that it's allowing you to not have to come downtown and pay your bill, which, is going to defeating kind of stay-at-home preference, as well as it was causing lines and a lot more car traffic in our drive-through lines. So I encourage people for your utility bill to pay online.
We're out of time, Barbara, and I know you could just keep going on and on and on, but we got to make room. I know you do. Thank you so much for talking to us today from your home. Hopefully, the next time you're on, it can be face-to-face sitting across from each other.
Thanks, Paul.
All right. Thank you, Barb. And if people want more information, they can go to the city website for that, right?
Yeah, como.gov.
Como.gov. All right. We're out of time for today. Tomorrow, Larry Brown will be with us. Bye-bye.